Okay, wait, let's smile for a picture. For a thumbnail. Are you smiling?
Yeah.
Are you looking here?
Yeah, now.
Good job. Okay. Hello, my friends, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Tiffany, and today we have a very special guest.
Who?
This is my husband, Danny, who thinks he's very funny. So make sure that you laugh at his jokes and comment down below how funny you think he is.
I'm very funny.
So when you see this video, it is Valentine's Day. So happy Valentine's Day.
Happy Valentine's Day.
I thought that it would be fun for us to do a couples Q&A.
Sorry. That's gonna really get me. Every time you look down, it's gonna throw my ADHD like crazy.
Look down?
Yeah, you keep going like this.
Because are you looking at me in the viewfinder or are you looking at me here?
Both.
Don't look at this. You know what? I'll just go like this so you can't see yourself.
Oh, that's so much better.
That better?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. You're going to look right here at the people. Oh, boy. We have a lot of questions, Danny Klein, so let's not do this forever. Okay. Now don't read them.
Oh, okay.
So a little bit about us. We have been married now for almost 18 years. It'll be 18 years in May. We've been together for how long?
Almost 20.
It'll be 20 years at the end of March, which is a long time. We have 5 amazing kiddos. Our oldest just turned 17. Then we have a 15-year-old boy, a soon-to-be 12-year-old boy, a soon-to-be 10-year-old boy, and an 8-year-old boy. So our house is pretty crazy. Danny is a full-time special educator in a therapeutic day school, and I am a full-time elementary school counselor. So
we're busy.
it's a little bit about us. And we have done this before, so I will link our last Q&A down below for you. So do you want to like resituate? Do you want us to scoot back?
I don't know.
So we're like leaning back. I just don't want you like leaning.
Leaning?
Yeah, because that doesn't look very good.
I know, I'm
All right,
trying.
let's just plow through them. Come on,
Here we go.
focused.
Maybe it's this. Here we go.
All right, well now I have to see if that looks okay. All
How's
right,
that?
you want to have your arm behind me?
I don't know. This seems very uncomfortable.
Okay, so
to
go
me.
behind me. All right,
Yeah.
that's fine for me. All right. Okay, first question is, how long have you been married? I love to watch your videos. Keep them coming. Thank you so much. We've been married, like I said, for almost 18 years.
Come up.
It says, I don't know if this is inappropriate or not, but how much do you make from YouTube? That is not an inappropriate question. Not a couple's question, but you know, every month varies, and I don't really feel comfortable talking about that like in this video.
Yeah.
But I have considered doing a video on like how to start a YouTube channel and kind of what that progression has been like. Because a lot of people ask me. It's a lot of work. It is it is a full-time job. So currently I am working two full-time jobs. But I'm thinking about filming a whole video about that. So if you're interested, let me know. Put it down below and I can talk money and salary and like what I make there and how you make money in that video. Las Vegas weather or Massachusetts weather? Massachusetts weather all the way.
Yeah.
Listen, Vegas is nice. Those hot summer days are great on vacation. Yeah. But when you live there and you can't go outside and play, like the kids, I mean.
Being teachers or in education, having the summers off are great out here because the weather's fantastic. Out there it was just too hot for us.
Yeah, like you would be worried your flip-flops are gonna melt. Like you couldn't even walk. You couldn't like go for a walk around the block. Like your animal would be panting. Yeah. Like you can't take your pets outside on the asphalt because they burn their little paws. Like it is hot.
For us.
Yes.
No, I mean.
No, it's beautiful. Like it's nice. And a lot of people really like it.
Yeah.
Also, on that same note, people don't realize how cold it gets in the desert. Like there are months where you have a lot of days in the teens in the morning. It'll warm up to the low, to the low 30s, high 20s. Yeah. Like it gets cold. And it's very windy because it is a valley and it's very dry. So that can kind of mess with like your sinuses. The other thing is like the wind. If you have really bad allergies like to dust or if you have asthma, the wind just gets the dust everywhere.
I thought you were going to say it makes people crazy too.
It does also make people crazy. It does scramble brains
really
for
does.
sure.
So
As public educators, we can say that 2 things highly affect kiddos.
Yeah.
Full moons and windy days.
Yes.
Do you all have regular date nights? If so, what do you like to do together? Oh, what do we have regular date nights, Danny Klein?
Well, we've tried for a date night twice this weekend.
Just one weekend, and neither one worked.
Didn't pan out. I wouldn't say they're regular. I say we go out more with friends than just date nights.
Yeah.
I think we see each other a lot.
Yeah,
so.
we do. I mean, every single night, like once our kids go to bed, we lay in bed together and
It's like our hangout time.
It's our hangout time. Like we hang out a lot.
Yeah.
So when we go out on dates, it's typically like with other people, which we prefer.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, we do go on dates together. We did say we were supposed to go out last night. It didn't happen, but next weekend we said.
Yeah.
But probably not because that'll be the weekend after Valentine's Day, and everybody and their mom's probably going to be going out.
True.
So. But if that's important to you, do it. Like that's probably a lot of advice you're going to get from other people is like date your spouse. Definitely depends on the chapter of life you're in.
I do. Wait, well, here's the thing.
Okay.
We'll go run out.
Gonna get
No. We'll go run out and get a cup of coffee. We'll go run out and get like a little sushi plate here and there. So it's not necessarily like date nights, but we do take opportunities.
We have like date moments.
Yeah. Like we'll be like, hey, I got to go to the store. And it's like, I'm going to tag along.
Right.
Because it's more of those opportunities.
And then a 20-minute like trip to the grocery store ends up taking an hour and a half because we're farting around in there.
Yeah.
So yeah, I would agree with that. When do you decide that 5 children completed your family? Why not an even number? All right, so this is kind of like, this is like a funny, like Danny laughs at first, but then it's also kind of like, I think he laughs because it's how he handles stress. But when we first got together, we did say we wanted 6 children. Yep. That was the round even number we said we wanted. And we did have 6 children. We do have 1 in heaven and 5 here on earth. So we thought we were good at 4, which was an even number. And then we had a surprise baby 9 months after New Year's Eve.
Yeah.
And he was the perfect period to the sentence of our family. Like I couldn't imagine life without him now. But we were good at 4. I did panic like the first 4 months of that pregnancy because I wasn't really sure how I was going to do it. Griffin was only 9 months old when we found out we were pregnant with Ryan. And so, it was stressful. Now I wouldn't change it for the world. They are the best of buds. They share a room. Like they're basically like little twins. We treat them like twins. They do everything together. They are technically Irish twins.
No, that's 12 months.
Oh, it's under a year?
Yeah. They're 17 months apart.
Yeah.
So they're really close in age.
But
they do like a lot of the same things too.
5 was it. We were no more for us. My body, I don't think could have handled it. Our bank account couldn't have handled it. Our stress level couldn't have handled it.
But the kids want more.
The
our
kids
oldest
want
son
more.
wants
Not
more.
our little one. He doesn't want any more.
No.
He likes being the baby.
He does like being the baby.
Okay, love your channel. As 2 busy working parents, thank you. As 2 busy working parents, how do you try to stay on top of things?
Schedules.
Listen, hold on. I want to preface this by saying, if you are in a season of life that you have small children, okay, like toddler age children. Okay, pardon the interruption. Sorry. The neighbor boy came to the door. As 2 busy working parents, that's what we were talking. I had to remind myself of the question. So if you are a parent who has young children, like toddler aged kiddos, do not worry about staying on top of things. Literally just get through day by day, do what you can, offer yourself a ton of grace, work with your partner or whoever it is in your life that can help you. Don't be ashamed to ask for help. If your house is a mess and somebody's offering to help you, take the help. That's probably advice that I could have listened to myself.
Absolutely.
Sorry for the interruption again. This is going to be a choppy edit there. This question is tough. But anyway, my point is take help when you can when you have small young children, because we've lived it. It is extremely hard to stay up on your house, your laundry, your dishes, your bills, your life when you're living, with small children and you're trying to get through it. So give yourself grace, accept help.
And you'll get through the other side.
You will get, it is a chapter. It is a moment in time. It will go by and you'll find a routine. Now that our kids are older, our youngest is 8. Everybody's self-sufficient. Everybody has chores. Everybody pitches in. We fall behind every week, every single week. The laundry gets caught up, gets backed up. Dishes get backed up. One night of not doing dishes after dinner will completely fill our sink and derail the next 2 days as we try to catch back up. And that happens. We're normal families. We're a normal family. We're normal people. That always happens. I would say though, staying on top of things, you got to have a little bit of a type A personality in your family. If nobody in your family is type A, then you got to find some really good strategies that work for you. But luckily for us,
me.
He's the problem. It's him. Yes. Thank you, Taylor Swift. But no, we use multiple I use multiple planners. Danny, I don't even think he uses a planner, but he uses his phone. We use a calendar. We have multiple calendars, multiple planners, and then we divvy up, right? Our kids do a lot of chores. They help us out around the house. Every night the kids are cleaning up after dinner. And when they don't, then it backs up. That's just what happens. So please don't think that we are always on top of it. What you see here on YouTube is, a snippet of our lives, but it falls apart and then Mama falls apart and then Mama says, we need to get it back together. We need to move on from this question. How do you guys keep the spark when you're both so busy? I think it's just a choice.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. What do you think? It's an ebb and a flow, right?
It's just there. You gotta want it.
Yeah, I mean, this is a question. I'm really proud of you for really holding yourself back right now.
I'm doing really good.
I know you are. Danny wants to be highly inappropriate. He's a highly inappropriate fella.
It's probably what keeps it spark going.
That's how we keep the spark going, is Danny Klein just refuses to let the spark go out.
It is true.
It is true. What is your favorite thing about each other? This was a question we got in our last one too.
Yeah.
And I
don't
think
remember what my answer was.
I think your answer was how I care for people, maybe.
It sounds. I mean, that's.
And I think that was. Yeah. I think my answer was what a great father you are, because I think that's my answer now. It hasn't changed. Yeah. You're such a good, attentive dad who, you want to teach your kids things, which I love. You know what I mean? And stuff that Lord knows I don't care about. Oh, yeah. Danny will teach that.
Plethora of useless information.
He is a plethora of useless information. But I don't think those answers have changed.
No, not at all.
Yeah. How did you two meet? I can't remember if we talked about this in our last one, but we met at work. We were back in our previous lives before we were public educators. Danny was a massage therapist. So was I, but we met when he was a massage therapist. I was still in massage school. We worked at a really high-end spa on the Las Vegas Strip. And,
yeah.
I mean.
That's how we met.
That's how we met. We just, again, we have to keep things PG here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
We worked together. It was great.
We had spark. Okay. How long have you been married? I love to watch your videos. Keep them coming. Thank you. We did answer that one. I don't know if this. Oh, wait. Okay, wait. I think I'm on the same page. Did you all plan on 5 kids? How did you meet? Plans to ever move? Okay, so we did plan on the 5 kids. We answered that. We talked about how we met. Plans to ever move, from our house, from the state? No. The answer is all no. Never.
Yeah. Well.
No, the answer is no.
I always wanted out of it.
Danny saw how much we could make on our house, so he is trying to convince me to move, but we're never going to move. Oh, there's Lion. He loves when Mommy and Daddy are together, and he just wants all of our attention. You're here to be on camera? Come on. If we ever did want more than just this house, we have talked about building a second home, like a lake house or a beach house or
something tiny
somewhere. Something little, we can go and spend our summers. But we built this house with the intention of living here for the rest of our life. It's okay. It's all right. Just let him be. We put our master bedroom here on the first floor so we could grow old here and not have to move. Our entire basement is going to be where we have all our grandbabies come spend weekends with us. And so no, we don't plan to move. Like, this is our forever home. I don't like moving. I moved a ton as a kid. Danny moved a ton as a kid too. Like, not as much as I did, but you moved a lot.
Yeah.
And I mean, he grew up in Texas, but then moved to Las Vegas. I grew up in Southern California, all over it, then moved to Las Vegas. And that, luckily, that's how we met. Like, we were there for a reason, but no, we're good. We want to be put, stay put and just live our life.
I was all over Vegas.
What is your idea of a perfect date night as a couple? Definitely has to start with food.
Yeah,
like,
good food.
We are foodies. We love food. We have a rule though. If we're gonna go out to eat, you just need to hold him.
No.
He's not gonna stop with you. This is literally like his baby. Danny wasn't a cat person before he met me. Now they're literally his extra fur children. But we have a rule that we only go out to eat and eat things that I won't make at home.
Yes.
Because if we go eat like at an Italian restaurant or something, I'm gonna make it better at home. I don't.
And that's not to toot our own horn. It's just better, especially
Yeah. So a good food. I would say maybe a comedy show. We love comedy. Some kind of entertainment, like a show or
sports.
we like like that, or movie. Like, we like to go be entertained.
Bowling.
Yeah. I mean, bowling's fine, but I would rather be entertained.
Yeah.
So, like, when we lived in Las Vegas, we would go to shows. We would go to movies. We liked that. Yeah. So that's what we would do. What did life look like when you both went to college? You're looking at it.
Yeah.
Danny and I went to college later. We did not follow the traditional college path. We went, at massage school, we were young. Danny was 17 when he started massage school. I was 19. But that's for a year, and that, you go at night every day.
Yeah.
College for us looked different. We started college when we had our second child. I mean, we had 2 kids already when we started.
No, you went into labor.
Oh, I was pregnant. I was pregnant when I started my bachelor's degree, and then I was pregnant. I had 2 kids in grad school.
Yeah.
So
I started off with a 2-year-old and a 4-month-old and had 3 more while we were in. So.
And we both have master's degrees. So it's never too late to go back to school, A. B, it's not about where you go to school. It's about the degree that you get. So don't go spend a bunch of money just to have a certain title of the university on your degree. And, just...
If you're thinking about it, do it.
Do it. Yeah. YOLO, right?
Yeah.
Like, don't live your life. There's never going to be the right time. Like filming this video, it's never going to be a right time. Right? Lion's now scratching at the scratching post, but there's never going to be the right time to start a family. There's never going to be the right time to get married, to buy a house, to go to college. Like, just do it. Don't wait. Who cares how long it's going to take you? You're going to be living those years anyways. Just do it. What do you do for the kids for Valentine's Day? Nothing. Valentine's Day is nothing. Like, it's a silly holiday that we,
Yeah, it's not one we do.
We don't do anything. We eat dinner as a family.
Yeah.
But we eat dinner as a family every night. So I don't know. The kids take Valentine's to school. We don't even buy cards for each other.
No.
Like, Valentine's Day is just a consumer holiday.
It should be done random times throughout the year.
Yeah. I know there's a lot of people out there now that do like a boo basket and a Valentine's basket and like all these extra baskets. I'm like, people, it's already expensive enough to do Easter and Christmas. Like, we are not trying to be adding more. Maybe if we had one kid, we'd feel differently.
Yeah.
What are some other areas to see in your area besides Salem? Oh, well, we're still discovering all of that. So we're not really. I just recently went to Newport, Rhode Island. I told Danny I'm going to take him back. That was incredible. What other places are cool to see? We need to go down to Plymouth and see that.
New Hampshire.
Yeah, New Hampshire's pretty.
All the mountains up there.
Yeah, well, they're not like mountains like what we're used to, but
they were nice.
Yeah. I don't know. We're not really sure yet. We're still discovering it. Yeah, Boston's really cool. If you've never done the Freedom Trail in Boston, that's very cool. I actually have a vlog on here from like 4 or 5 years ago of us doing the Freedom Trail, which is very cool. You can go see like where they read the Declaration of Independence for the first time and like all of that stuff. You can go see like where the spy ring was. There's just a ton of history out on this side of the country, which is very cool. We're big history buffs. We love that stuff. So yeah, I recently did a mansion tour in Rhode Island in Newport, and that was by far the coolest thing I've ever done in my life. I've never been in a house like that was real, like where someone lived, and I would recommend that. What are your New Year's resolutions? We don't make New Year's resolutions. We just resolve to do something whenever you want. Who cares if it's January 1st or it's May 17th, like whatever. Just if you want to do something, do it, right?
I agree.
Yeah, we don't make New Year's resolutions. We set goals all the time. Do you all have a bucket list you have together? Kind of. There's things we've talked about we want to do. We really want to go. Danny really wants to travel. I am a terrified traveler. I don't like to fly. I like to be at home near my kids in my safe zone, right?
I like to go do something crazy.
Danny's adventurous, and how we found each other, one will never know. But so instead we try to find these like middle grounds, and then Mama's going to drink a bunch of margaritas before I get on the plane. Yeah. But we're talking about going to Ireland this summer with Danny's family, so that'll be very cool. I think bucket list for us is like Europe. There's lots of places in Europe we want to go to.
Yeah, for sure. South America, there's lots I'd want to go to.
Yeah. Honestly, the only thing on my bucket list that I really like have to do before I die, I just want to watch my kids grow up, start their lives. I want to see them. I want to see like our job fulfilled. You know what I mean? Like where we like send our children off on their own. Like I can't wait. I can't wait to like be a grandparent. I can't wait for my kids to be married and have careers and have their lives. Like that's a bucket list item for me. Now it's probably a little deeper than what the question was meant to be, but
I know.
That's kind of how I roll.
Totally want to go to Bora Bora.
There's that too. Maybe we could go do the Eat, Pray, Love tour.
In between. We got to find that in between.
Yin and a yang. Yeah. Okay, best physical feature. That's hard to choose.
Beep, 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 beep.
Don't be inappropriate.
Oh, sorry.
Say one that you can say. You can say.
Your eyes, honey.
You could say it you can say an inappropriate thing if you say it in an appropriate way. Not anything that the YouTube is gonna like ban this video. I think my favorite.
Like your eyes.
I think my favorite thing for Danny, I love his back. He has a very broad shoulders, broad back. He like envelops me when he hugs me. And you have a really nice face.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah, he has like a really nice face. Yeah. All right. How did you meet? Who said I love you first? Who made the first move during dating or before dating? But you for both? Danny said I love you, but he didn't say it to my face while I was awake. He would say it when I was sleeping. I guess that counts. Smooth. Who made the first move? That was definitely Danny. Yeah. I made the second move.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Never mind. Keep it appropriate.
Keeping it clean, Danny.
I know. Keep that spark alive, honey.
Okay. How many kids did you want? How do you best support each other's dreams? Ooh, that's a good question. I don't know if Danny has dreams.
Nah.
Danny would like to one day.
I just go day to day. Because honestly.
He doesn't really have dreams.
Yeah, like planning too far out for me is.
We always have a 2-year plan.
Yeah. That's about as far as I can go.
Which I think there's another question later that says, would I ever do YouTube full time? That's one of the questions on there. And I've talked on here lots of times that I would like to be able to do YouTube full time. Right now, it's not in the cards when it comes to like financials. We're getting closer, but YouTube is not a salary. It's different every month. And we've lived that life with kids, and that is a very stressful way to live, not knowing what you're making. It's not in my control. I cannot make somebody watch my videos. I can't guarantee how many views I'm going to get, and that's how I get paid. So, but that is a goal for me and a dream for me is to be able to do this full time and just to be here, present, like in our home full time, doing all the things that I do on YouTube. Yeah. But not having to do them on the weekends.
Yeah.
So Danny supports me with that by taking care of the kids when I'm
Everything else.
editing all the time. And, you know, he really does take a lot of that. So,
Yeah.
and the laundry.
I've got the part-time job.
Yeah. Yeah. Annie Pie says, I love you and miss you guys so much. And I love and miss you too. You're the cutest. Oh, it says in your last Q&A, you said you had 6 kids. So we answered that. We do have 6 kids. What is your favorite thing about each other? Oh, and our biggest pet peeve. So we already answered the favorite thing. Pet peeve. What's our biggest pet peeve about each other? All right. So this is meant to be a fun, light Q&A video. So we're not going to get like super deep here, right? This isn't a therapy session. So my biggest pet peeve for Danny is that, and I also have to give him grace here because I know how his brain works, but my biggest pet peeve for Danny is that he is not a planner. He doesn't look at calendars. He doesn't he lives day by day, moment by moment, which I love about him because he doesn't live in the past. He doesn't focus on things that have happened before.
That's too far away.
Which is really good and healthy, and he doesn't dwell or panic about what's coming in the future ever. So that's stressful for me.
My biggest pet peeve is she has to plan every single thing.
And that I spend too much money. And that I shop too much.
Yeah.
But that's gotten better now that I have to do it for you too.
Yeah. Actually how it all got started, I think.
I think I started doing YouTube so I could have spending money.
Yeah,
it's worked out.
It has.
All right. I think we might be coming to the end here. Question for Danny. What advice can you give to other dads, but as a couple, for quality time alone? All right. So first, let's answer the one together and then you can give the dad advice because I think that's huge. Quality time alone, like we already mentioned, we spend time alone every night together.
Yeah. We
hang out together. We go to bed together most of the time. There are random nights where we don't, but it's usually because I'm editing or he's writing an IEP.
Yeah. Work.
Quality time together, though,
it's just making it, honestly, those little trips to the store, getting a cup of coffee. Honestly, sharing, I think sitting in the car sharing a sushi plate is some
which I could really go for right now.
I could too. It's some of our, we leave the kids, we go sit in the car, we listen to our music, even if it's just a half an hour.
Yeah.
It's.
I love to gossip with Danny because it doesn't go anywhere. He probably doesn't even listen. Yeah. All right. So what advice can you give to other dads? This is a good question.
Yeah, for me, it's crazy because I have a 15-year-old, a 17-year-old, and they're getting older. Take the moments, take the opportunities. Just like with your wife or your significant other. It's those 10, 15 minutes that really do make a difference. They remember those. Yeah.
I think, and the question wasn't for me about moms, but I would say that my best advice too as a parent would be and Danny has told me this advice, parent your kids based on the kid they are, not on the kid you were or the kid you want them to be or the kid they were a year ago. Parent your kid where they're at. Have high expectations for your kids always. Just give them the support they need to meet those goals. Yeah. Sometimes they're going to need more support than others, but
other kids need more support than others.
And if your kids are he gets away with this and I never got away with that. Yeah, because you're two different people. Mm-hmm. And the way I parented you is going to be different than the way I parent this one because you're two different people. Yeah. And you wouldn't want me to treat you the same way because that's not seeing you as the person you are. That's treating you just as my child.
Yeah. And if we parented them based on the kid I was, they would never leave the house. Ever.
So there's that. Yes. Yeah. Sorry. You should say sorry to your
mom. Sorry, Dad.
Okay. Just wanted to say that I love your content. You are the friend we all wish we had. That's lovely. You guys are my friends. Thank you. You guys always say such nice things. Did you both want a big family? Yes. Yes. It was actually something we talked about from the very, very beginning.
Second date.
It would have been a game changer for both of us. We got married very young. We were only 22 when we got married. And were we 22? Both of us?
Yeah.
And then, no, you.
Yeah.
You were 23 and I was 22.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah, because you had just turned 20. We got married in May. Mm-hmm. but we started dating young, and we knew we wanted a big family. We knew we wanted to like move on with life. We were serial monogamists. So, well, I was anyway. Danny was mostly a serial monogamist.
She's the only woman I ever dated.
So we knew we wanted to get married and move on with like into the next step of our life. So it was something we talked about literally right away.
Yeah.
And that would have been a deal breaker for both of us.
Yeah.
Do either of you have any siblings? And if so, how many? I have nobody.
I have 2.
Danny's the oldest.
Yeah.
And sometimes your sister watches. So hi,
not the
Kat,
oldest.
if you're watching. I'm sorry, Danny's the youngest is what I meant to say.
Bye.
Sorry. But I have none. And that was why I wanted so many. Yeah. So I think that might be all. Wait, do you think you would do? Oh, here, this is our last page. Yes, I would like to do YouTube full time. I don't know when that will actually be able to happen. Yeah. Do you and Danny have date nights? What is your worst, best memory on a Valentine's date together? I know. I wonder if it's the same one. He might have already forgotten about this. I know.
Go ahead.
I know. It was Mesquite.
Oh my gosh. That is for sure.
Right? So we were engaged. We were not married yet.
That was fantastic.
We were planning a wedding. All of our money was going to that. So we didn't really have a lot of money to spend. Yeah. We bought this cheap deal.
Yep.
$99 out in Mesquite, Nevada, which is like, 45 minutes, hour outside of Vegas.
Yeah, right on the border.
And they have like casinos there too. And we went and literally checked into the casino, to the hotel. It was awful. Like,
well, okay, hold on. She's forgetting a big part of this story too.
I probably blocked it out.
Well, so the reason we got this room is because we thought we were big rollers because we had hit money pulling a machine and we won $400. So
you did. That's right. When we had gone out with our friends.
Yeah. So we were like, let's go do this. Well,
that's right.
We also got there and blew through all of that money and then.
Well, and then we went to that restaurant,
yeah.
And it was supposed to be like a seafood buffet with like crab legs and lobster or whatever. It smelled terrible. We were so afraid to eat it because we thought we were going to get food poisoning. The room was disgusting. It smelled like old cigarettes and like I remember not even wanting to put our luggage on the bed because I was afraid there was going to be bed bugs. So we lied and said that his sister was in labor and we had to leave.
And bailed. Quick.
Worst Valentine's date ever.
Yeah.
For sure.
Learning experience, that's for sure.
We have stopped putting that much pressure on ourselves for Valentine's Day. It is just another day. Do not put that pressure on your marriage. It doesn't need it.
No. I mean, for example, last week, right?
Yeah.
She was having a really rough week, and it was counselor.
It was National School Counselor Week, yeah.
So I sent some flowers.
He sent me roses. He did. He's good to me like that. New follower here. Oh, no question. New follower here. I'm really enjoying your channel and content. Thank you. Thank you so much. How often do y'all have date nights? Ours is skim to none. Yeah, that's ours too. Like we've answered that I think 100 times now, but yep.
Yeah. That's okay.
It's okay. Yeah. So I think that is the end of the questions. Hopefully you guys got to know us a little bit better. You know, we're just a normal married couple. We don't have it all figured out for sure. Like we fight like normal people. We fall behind in our house.
I think our strongest trait though is our communication.
Yeah. We have some rules. We set ground rules and boundaries when we first got together. Yeah. We don't name call ever. Like that is, even when you're beyond angry at somebody, just don't name call because
can't go back.
You can't go back, and no matter what, you still respect that person. They're still the parent, the other half of your children. Like, so don't name call.
Put work in.
Do the work. Yeah. Always. Just do the work.
Some days are easier than others. Some work is cool. And some days it's work.
Give each other a lot of grace, right? Like nobody is ever flying high at the same time for a long time. So when one person like me last week is having it rough and you're crying at the dinner table, then send the other person flowers.
It's true.
It's really nice to feel seen and
you do that. You do those little things for me too when I'm having my rough go.
Yeah.
So
and also have high expectations for each other. Like don't lower your expectations. for one another. All right, my friends, that's going to bring us to the end of this Q&A, this Valentine's Day Q&A. We wish you a happy Valentine's Day, no matter what you're doing. Hopefully you're chilling at home with a glass of wine, hanging out with us. And until the next one, my friends, take care.
Have a good one.